Into the darkness, walls closing in. A Japanese soldier turns around. The last thing he sees. Grandpa's War. Iwo Jima, the Sulphur Island. 8 square miles of the most fortified terrain in the Pacific. February 19th, 1945. 70,000 Marines landed on this beach. Black volcanic ash swallowed their ankles, and every step was a fight. 36 days of combat. Nearly 7,000 Marines killed, 20,000 wounded. According to the National World War II Museum, General Suribachi transformed the entire island into 1,500 underground bunkers, connected by 18 kilometers of tunnels. The soldiers were not on the island. They were inside it. And the Americans had to pull them out, one by one. This is Private Robert Rainey, 3rd Marine Division, 1945, somewhere on this island. This photograph is carried by his grandson, Lance Corporal Jim Rainey. On the back of the photograph, his grandfather wrote in trembling hands, "Sorry I couldn't make the summit. Can you do it for me?" Jim is 22, from Ohio. And he is heading to the same island where his grandfather nearly died. But with 81 years of technology between them, Jim's eyes, the same blue-gray as his grandfather's, looking at the same island. Thesis: the Battle of Iwo Jima produced one of the highest casualty rates in American military history. The question today: if 26 Marines fought the same battle, how many would die?
Interior sweep initiated. Moving past the support beams now.
Copy that. Stand by for anomalies.
Our answer will surprise you. Dawn, D-Day. 26 Marines hit the beach. The same beach where his grandfather crawled through volcanic ash. But this time, AAV-7 armored vehicles breached the shoreline. Key difference number 1, intelligence. In 1945, Marines didn't know where the tunnels were. They found them by crawling within flamethrower range. In 2026, RQ-20 Puma drones scan the entire island before a single boot hits the sand. 247 tunnel entrances, mapped before the battle begins. Every Marine's tablet shows a 3D tunnel network in real time. Jim leads his squad through volcanic rock terrain. His grandfather's photograph against his chest. In 1945, they went in blind. In 2026, they have the full map. We can see without entering. This difference alone would have saved thousands of lives. Key difference number 2, concrete pillboxes. In 1945, taking a pillbox meant crawling within 20 meters with a flamethrower. Exposed, under fire. Many did not make it.
Targeting system
In 2026,
acquiring lock.
FGM-148 Javelin.
Clear.
Target locked. Ready to engage.
Range, over 2 kilometers. Penetration, 800 millimeters of steel equivalent. 20 meters crawling. versus 2 kilometers standoff. The math is simple. The pillbox walls were 4 feet of concrete. The Javelin penetrates 800 millimeters of steel. The outcome was never in question. Key difference number 3, tunnel clearing.
Roger that.
1945's
Initiating
method.
launch sequence.
Strap a flamethrower to your back and approach from 20 meters, or throw grenades inside. 2026's method. Switchblade 300. Fire and forget. The drone enters the tunnel. No Marine enters. The Switchblade's camera view. The same perspective as Act 1's cold open. But this time, it's deliberate. The tunnel is sealed from the inside. Not a single Marine entered. For the larger tunnels, Switchblade 600, anti-armor warhead.
Firing the System 600 now.
A network that took years to build, closed in hours. Counter-argument. Military historians debate whether Iwo Jima should have been bypassed entirely. Some argue a direct move to Okinawa would have saved thousands. But in 1945, B-29s needed an emergency landing strip, and escort fighters needed a base. The cost is debatable. The necessity, at the time, was clear. Let's pause here. This is the enemy. This is a young man, waiting to die outside a tunnel. His hands are trembling. Serving in an army that forbids surrender. History must remember the humanity of the defeated, not only the victors. Jim drags a wounded Marine behind cover. Fear on Jim's face for the first time. In the chaos, Jim rises. Gestures commands. Leadership born from fear. The M240 opens fire. Tracers cut through the darkness. The Banzai charge breaks.
Controlled bursts!
The darkness they thought would protect them betrays them. The darkness belongs to the Marines now.
The dark belongs...
The remaining fighters are isolated, tunnels sealed behind them. Nowhere to retreat, nowhere to hide. The mathematics of defeat. Jim checks on his wounded squad mate. Alive, stable. The battlefield falls quiet. The night ends. Dawn, systematic advance. The island falls. The last tunnel cleared. The last bunker destroyed. The same tunnel entrance from Act 1. Same perspective. But now, silence. Empty. The war inside the mountain is over. Surrender. In 1945, only 216 out of 22,000 surrendered. This time, more choose life. Humane treatment, water, medical aid. Marines who know the difference between enemy and prisoner. Hands meeting, one offering, one accepting. Human connection across enemy lines. The island is secured. Jim looks up at Suribachi, his grandfather's unfinished business. Jim's face, dirt, blood, volcanic dust. But the same eyes, his grandfather's determination. Jim draws the photograph, carefully, like a sacred ritual. Jim raises the photograph above his head, like a flag. A grandson's promise, fulfilled. I made it up here, Grandpa. Same determination, same core, same spirit. Technology changed, but the Marines were the same. It's always faithful. The mountain remembers. 1945, 2026, forever.